Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm News Jester. My name is Junior. Yes, today, December 31st, we are doing 2 videos for the price of 1 day. And I'm planning on releasing this basically at the same time. You guys can do whichever you want to choose and watch. So um, you might not have seen my other video, which is more of a reflection video with a big bang bang release on loot at the very end of the video. We're not doing that on this video. In this video, we're just gonna do a big bang. We're gonna go out of 2024 with a big bang and all that stuff. I just needed to split these 2 videos because it is big. I'm talking to you guys big loot and all that stuff. So first off, I did my final Ross hunt for the year. I actually stopped going to Ross a week or two before Christmas because I saw that my local Ross, the 304 that I went to, wasn't putting any more stock, and they were slowly dwindling down. So I don't know about your guys's Ross's area, but they're out of their stock of toys are gone, and I don't know if and when they're gonna receive more new stuff. Then I'll go back to it. But anyway, I bought this one. Who is this one again? Morgan Elsbeth. Yeah. This is before she became one of the sisters or the Night Mothers, right? And $6.99. It was originally $9.99, but I wasn't gonna buy it for that because it was just one of those random splurges ideas that I had a week or two before Christmas. When I did the J&D 112 scale Luke, and I bought the Night Troopers, and I thought it would be good to have Morgan Elsbeth and then Admiral Thrawn as a companion piece for her. So I was on the lookout. I wasn't gonna buy it for $10, but for $6.99, I'm like, nah, why not? And the last thing that I bought was these retro HK-87 assassin droid. This one for $7. I bought 4 of them. I think I bought them because they're just gonna be background characters. I know I don't like retro, but I do have some that were from the POTF that basically has the same type of articulation, 5 points. And it's just a droid anyway, so I don't really care, and I'm gonna use them for background. I knew that the proportions are different from the 3.75 vintage line, which I have 2 of for this particular version. I have 2 of these. So what we'll do is we'll compare the differences between the 2. But even when I was buying it at Ross, I knew it was gonna be different proportions. I have 2 of these, and I think I have 5 of these. So let me open this up really quick. Put these off to the side. We don't need them. I mean, you can kind of see the difference between the 2 anyway, but I just wanted to show you what it is without the glare and why I bought it. It's funny that the retro comes with a gun and then the T 3.75 TVC comes with a spear. Now I knew that the head proportion was going to be big. I wasn't sure if the body proportions was going to be big, and it is slightly. But what surprises me is the height difference between the two. So let me just go down here really quick and do a quick. All right, so I just did a measurement, and the TVC line stands at 3.75 while the retro line stands at 4 inches. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't have any retros. Are the retro lines generally at 4 inches and not the 3.75? That is so weird if that's the case. Because the TVC line falling at 3.75, it's not particularly taller than any of the older 3.75 line. This is an older one from Rogue, oh wait, not from the sequel trilogy, and this one is also a 5-point line. And I know it's ugly and all that stuff. I really don't want this figure, but it just came in a lot of 20, and I think it was for $3 each. So anyway, yeah. So the detail, I don't really mind the lack of detail. I also don't mind the lack of articulation. Like I said, this thing would be like in the back corner. Out, unfortunately, now that I saw the price or the height difference, maybe it'll be like back in the corner where I can't even associate it with this one. But in terms of the detail differences, you know, as a background character, I really didn't mind, but such a big difference. It's almost like a different droid altogether. And I actually don't mind that it didn't have the cape here, because I kind of think these capes are kind of very irritating, to say the least. So yeah, that's it for that. What else are we unlocking, opening up today? The next one I got is from eBay. It's a big box. I know what this is. Let me open it up really quick. All right, what I got out of the box is a U-wing over here. I got this one off of eBay for $35, which I thought is a great price for a ship this big. I prefer it to be like $30 or so, but Houston. But I certainly think it's a great price. It's slightly over 30, but you know, for it's complete. Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't really mind having all that stuff. I can remove that with rubbing alcohol and stuff. This one is almost complete. It does have the Nerf missile, and yes, this does fire Nerf missiles. Also, I know this is yellow. No, I'll fix all that up. Also has a Cassian Andor, which is it's okay. It's okay. And let's see, this does open up the wing, so that's good. And this is the one that fires the missile in the back. Let's check it out and see, make sure it's working. It does. And you put in the Nerf weapon over here, push it in, I guess. Okay, and then you push it up, so that when you, this is the same mechanism to fire. And yeah, okay, so that's good. So the first one brings it down, and then the second one fires it. Cool. So as you can see, it's slightly bent. I know it was gonna be bent anyway, but I had plans for this one for $35. This is not a bad price for it. Definitely needs some fixing up, some loving, but and I knew when I first saw this ship that I loved how it looks, and I didn't know how big it was, but I lost interest in it because this thing, when I looked at the review, I saw that it was empty down here, and I knew it was, that's why it was bending. But when I saw somebody have it on their wall and saw how big it is, I regained my interest. And for $35 for something this size, it's an amazing price. So I went ahead and grabbed it. While I was waiting for it, I went ahead and bought this, the U-Wing from Micro Galaxy. Pardon, this thing just keeps on coming off. And the main reason why I bought this is to use this as a paint master and copy it down here. I really love the fact that it's got a lot of blues here, but this is from the Rogue One version, and this one does not have that. But I want to use this and paint it up. And I was really surprised at how much different it is, because I knew from reviews that this was going to be a single seater, which I don't really mind, while the original one actually has enough room for two here and a compartment inside. So for $35, I was wondering, like, how much, after reviewing the Micro Galaxy, like how much was I willing to go in terms of doing that? Because now I look at this thing has a lot of room. Oh, this thing's not bending in here. Let's see if I can grab another one. It can't be like a two-seater after the adjustment, but definitely I can have a pilot over here, move this this seat over down here, and have a cavity, because there's enough room in there. Look at how big that is right here. So you can simulate a bottom part here, and then maybe I can open this up and simulate it opening up anyway. That's kind of like a future project that I want to do on this one. So I got this one for $35. And then as I was messing around on eBay again, this one was taking a little bit longer to ship because it was around Christmas time, and I was waiting for the seller to ship it. And I understand it's Christmas time, everybody's busy. And I was on eBay messing around, and lo and behold, I saw a second one. So I went ahead. Why did I buy a second one? Because this second one was only $25. In fact, it was only $12 or $13, but then for buy it now. But then the seller was putting up a $12 shipping fee. It was like, okay, whatever, man. Because it was still ending up being $25. So now I have two U-Wings. These guys are big. These guys are huge. Unfortunately, again, this is bent. I don't really mind, because like I said, I'm going to fortify it anyway, but these things are huge. I can't even put it in frame. They're so freaking huge. And then it has that feature. I love it. Once I modify this, it'll be cool. And I want to make a video that I want to make a video of first straightening this out, modifying it, making it more sturdier and unable to bend like this, and then I'll paint it up and I'll make a video, custom video out of that, and then you guys can decide whether you want to emulate it or not. There is something about this particular one, even though it's, as you can see, it's much cleaner, but even though it's much cleaner and it's $25, I believe the seller said something about that he had to tape this up or glue this up because it kept on separating. And I can see what he meant by that, because this one tends to separate a lot. I'm okay with that. All right, what's the next haul? Now, the big one, unexpectedly, I thought this was gonna come in January or something, but it's here from Big Bad Toy Store. I just released a pile of loot. This one I purchased before Christmas. I was not in a hurry to buy this. In fact, this contains a bunch of stuff that was another splurge, or yeah, a splurge. What do we call this? Like an impulse buy. This is a bunch of impulse buys. So let me put it on the floor, because this is, I don't know why I went ridiculous on this, but I did. First off, 1966 McFarlane figure Wonder Woman. This is one of the last McFarlane figures that I bought. I canceled the clocking, I believe, because unfortunately my 66 Batman from McFarlane, it's in the bins. It's not being displayed. I just put it in the box right now. Same thing with all my McFarlane figures. I have an idea and I want to re-display them, but it won't be in my collection room. It'll be out in my backyard. Yeah, exactly. But better in the backyard being displayed over there than in a tote box. I'll make up a display box, a display area for them anyway, and they won't be in the sun. But it's just I can't have these guys here. There's just no room. But I'll make an exception for these to display them, but they'll be in the backyard. Oh man, this box is packed, to be honest. This is something I purchased as a, I can't believe it. I can't remember if it was full price or not. I don't think I did. I think I did purchase this full price. Did I? So this, I bought two of them. Luckily, I did not purchase this at full price. Luckily, Big Bad Toy Store had this on sale for $14 each. That's why I bought two of them. And the only reason I bought more Black Series is because first off, it was on discount, and second, remember I did a video review of the JND 112 scale Luke Skywalker and the Interstellar Ranger, and it's perfect because then I can have him with this one. I probably could have bought more, but like I said, I'm out of Black Series. This was just an impulse buy that I wanted to display with my JND Luke Skywalker, and I think it would look cool. 14 bucks each. That's pretty good, I think, for a Black Series 6-inch figure. This thing has a lot of detail and everything too. All right, we're gonna keep moving along really quickly in this one because now I have more stuff. Oh my God, this is the one. This is the. Ooh, this box was worth over $200. Let me tell you. So most importantly from this box, it wasn't even the Black Series. What's important that's coming from this box is my Ahsoka General Syndulla 3.75, my Kanan Jarrus 3.75, and my Zeb Orrelios 3.75. Unfortunately for these, I had to pay full price, and probably more so because I paid $23 for her. I had no choice. I kept waiting and waiting. But I knew that I wanted to get these, and I was swabbling between these versions or the cartoon versions, but these will complete my my apologies. This will complete my Rebels 3.75. And look, remember, I'm not sure if you guys saw my video on this one. I got this thankfully from a collector who sold it for me almost at retail price. So now I have a complete Rebels line. I know this is from the Ahsoka series. And this one technically is from, I don't mind, trust me. All I see is Hera. All I see is Ezra, Zeb, Kanan, Sabine, and Chopper, and my Rebels are now complete. So yeah, very happy about that. We will do a separate review on this probably next year because I'm kind of really busy right now. Now, like I said, this whole box was worth $200. So the two Death Troopers, Night Troopers, what are these? Dark Troopers. These Dark Troopers were $14 each, so that's $30. And then this one, Wonder Woman, was, can you believe these guys are now $20? And then the full price for the Rebels. And here's those part those were calculated purchases, except for the Dark Trooper. Yeah, everything else was a calculated purchase. Here comes the impulse buys. One, Captain America, retro style Captain America from Hasbro. I already have Marvel Legends. They're a good representation of my Marvel series. Why did I start buying these now all of a sudden? Um, I started thinking, what is the scale of these guys exactly? And I thought, man, you know what? This kind of fits my Star Wars 3.75. Now, I don't know if you guys have been watching any of my videos or how much of you guys are regulars, but I did do a video of creating a line that expands throughout the same scale. And that's why I was doing the 6-inch Marvel Legends, and I was trying to find one comparatively to DC and all that stuff. So I've always been trying to get one scale that can go throughout different IPs: DC, Marvel, Transformers, Star Wars, and all that stuff. So 3.75. I'm gonna do this again, maybe another one. But these Marvel Legends, even though I don't like the fact that these are 5-inch retro styled articulation, are perfectly scaled to the Star Wars 3.75 line. In fact, let's open up Captain America. It's your Captain America, my friend. Look at how expert I've been to opening up these bubbles. And I kind of, you know what? I kind of like the fact that they're bubbles like this. Because to be honest, the boxes, I've been throwing everything in boxes. They just like so cumbersome. And yet these card backs, look at how clean that just and it's flat. Oh, look at that. It's unpunched too. And it's a nice card back. And I wonder how do they fit with, oh my god, how do they fit with Star Wars? Perfect. Look at that. I didn't even realize that. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to be keeping those. Anyway, look at this. Look at that. They're like perfectly scaled to one another. Now, before I made this impulse buy, I did go to Ross, because Ross was having that sale, remember? And they did have some of these Marvel Legends, and I could only find one, and it was Firestar, and I knew she was going to be a perfect scaled figure. Now, I didn't show this, but Ross was also having the X-Men 97 line, but they're taller. Oh, they're taller. That sucks. They're kind of 4 inches. They're more articulation. I don't mind. I got the whole pack of them. The one with the 6 figures. I wasn't interested in buying these, to be honest. But it was like $9 for 6 of them. So I'm like, $9. This is a much better purchase from the Marvel Retro. Why am I talking about this? What's so big about buying this for impulse buys? And honestly, they're not worth whatever price they are originally. How much are these regularly? $10 or something like that? And there's no way I'm gonna buy these for $10. Let me just check really quick. Holy crap! These are like $13. There's no way I'm gonna pay $13 for these. That's crazy. I mean, it's look, if you bought them, that's good. I mean, it fulfills whatever you want. For me, $13 for these guys is not what I would want. I can barely pay $13 for a TVC line, a $8.75 Star Wars line, and that's got face printing and more articulate than this one. But I would never pay $13 for this one. So what am I talking about this for? Big Bad Toy Store had these on sale. They might still have them on sale. Let me check. Yes, they are currently on sale. They're basically running at 50% off on some of them. So, but before I bought them, because 50% off, it's still, so what are these? So like $6 each, or ending up $5? So these ended up being $5 each. But even at $5 each, before I went and decided to buy these, I went to Ross first just to make sure they're perfectly scaled. And like I said, I mean, they're only 5 points, but I did buy those Power to Force figures for $5, and I figured $5 is not bad. So why am I talking about these? I'm gonna go through them really quickly and show you what I got. Black Panther, Elektra, Iceman. We're gonna be here for a while. Stealth Suit Iron Man, Cyclops, Miss Marvel or Carol Danvers, Hulk. We should have it on the other side. Magneto, Storm, regular Iron Man, Silver Surfer, Daredevil. Yeah, we're still going. Ant-Man, Invisible Woman. I think I have her already. I just couldn't find her. Black Suit Spider-Man, Vision, another Hulk. Why am I buying multiples of Hulk? It's because I bought waves. Human Torch, yes, I bought waves. This is not an individual buy. This is basically Big Bad Toy Store having whole waves on half off. Actually, some of them, they're more than half off. I think some of them are 75% off. That's crazy. Spider-Man, regular suit. Loki, Bullseye. We're almost done. We're almost done. Electro, US Agent. Can you imagine, like, the wave from whose wave is this? Bullseye's wave. 6 figures for $20. 6 figures for $20. That's almost what, $3 each or so? $3 and change each. That's not freaking bad. And I still was hesitating because all 4 waves ended up being over $120. You know, so, and for a line that I wasn't really, maybe I like it or not, but for that, I ended up buying it. So, and so, are you guys ready for this? This is the final kicker of this last day of the year, on this big bang going out of 2024. I have a 3.75 representation of Marvel. I have a 3.5 representation of Star Wars. This corresponds with a G.I. Joe retro line that you saw, which I don't really plan on collecting, but those corresponds with the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover robots that I've done on videos on them. So I have Marvel, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and finally DC, Batman. This is the Mezco 5-point articulation 1966 set that comes with Batman, Robin, Alfred. I believe it comes with Joker, Catwoman, the Riddler, and probably the Penguin. I can't remember now. But as you can see, it scales perfectly with the Marvel Retro Collection, which means it will scale perfectly with the 3.75 Star Wars line. I know this is an older figure. I apologize. As you can see, um, I have also the Mezco 5-point articulation of the Fleischer Superman. So I have Superman represented for my DC. This also corresponds with an old Funko DC line, but there's very few in those characters. Also, some of the I can't remember the name of the company now. I did a video a while back of the RC 1989 Batmobile, and that came with a 3.75 1989 Batmobile Batman Keaton that scales well. I can't remember. Is it Jada Pacifics or Jack Pacifics? I think. And I'm sorry, I meant Spin Master. That's the RC Batmobile 1989 from Spin Master. The Batman from that is 3.75, and from my earlier video on that one, you then have the 1989 Batwing that scales well with that and everything. So yeah, so I now have DC, Marvel, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, all in the same scale as almost my entire line of collectible IPs that I'm interested in. I'm now gonna start looking for anything DC that might fit in the 3.75 line and somewhat close to this retro look, and then we'll see what happens and go from there. All of a sudden my 3.75 line has expanded in such a crazy way. But that's it. There you go. 2024 going out with a bang. Bang bang. And we'll go into to 2025, and maybe I'll open up. You know what? I'm not gonna open up those individual Marvel 3 retro collection. What I will do in the beginning of January of next year is maybe make a video of an updated video of my 3.75 Universal Collection line, just to show you guys what's out there and what you're capable of getting collected. Thank you for watching. I am again thankful for all the subscribers and all you guys watching my videos last year and the previous year. And I hope you guys will have a very happy new year, a very good 2025, and I will see you next year. Bye.